This is Prometheus. This is Straight Outta Austin. Obviously, my other hosts joining me are
Agamemnon, Bobby Beetle.
And we have a very special guest, the badass BriThe Cheez. Bri, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Bri.
There you have it, folks.
I'm done.
Yeah, all right. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be here all night. But, I guess we'll just jump right into this. You know, you're part of the dance troupe, the Hell Katz. You want to tell us about how you got involved with them and what you all do?
Yeah, I was hanging out with Rachel Reckless. She's a badass. I love her
she
dearly.
is.
She's one of my favorite people. Original Suicide Girl, like one of the originals.
Oh,
And,
nice. I never knew that.
Yeah, she's got a pretty amazing history herself.
Is her page still on Suicide Girls?
I believe so. It was under Helen, I believe, or something along those lines.
Nice.
She has less tattoos, but still has her awesome phases of the moon across her forehead.
Oh, nice.
So she's very noticeable.
That's awesome.
I was hanging out with her. She was talking about getting some dancers together because she saw my skills, and we started off as the Bad Cats, and we did some local rock and roll gigs. Started off at Headhunters for Tata Tuesdays.
Yeah, love it.
And from there, we just kept it going, pretty much.
Nice. Since she's left the group, I think she moved to Portland or something.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. So now that she's gone, like, how has the dynamic of the group changed?
We've gone through some phases. We're used to, when she was around, she did a lot of the booking, and so she just left us to kind of like run around and help things. We worked as a team mostly when she was around, and then we went through some phases of trying managers. That didn't work out too well, so we're working more as a group vote and a group team and a group team. We're multi-talented.
Yeah.
We're 2 in 1. Yeah, we work together more. We all do booking, but we have a lot more venues and a lot more booking.
Nice.
Stuff.
Yeah, things and stuff. I was just wondering because, just to tell the listeners, people that haven't had the pleasure of going to Tata Tuesdays, it's incredible. It's a lot of fun, you know. Typically, when I haven't been in a while, but when I went, you know, they would have like a what is it now, like rockabilly band, typically, you know, and the girls are dancing. So I have to ask this, like, whose idea was it for the electrical tape over the nipples?
That was Rachel's.
Okay.
And our willingness to participate. We're like, booze, yes, electrical tape. And well, I mean, it's nipples anyways.
Yeah.
I've seen guys with bigger tits than me.
Yes.
I just feel like the person who came up with that should have a prize. Just get, like, the Nobel Peace Prize for that year.
That would be Rachel.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, she was like, here. Put tape over your nipples, and we're like, okay.
It's just a lot of fun because there's like so much energy. You know, you have the music, you have people dancing. You know, every now and then a mosh pit will start up, and they'll break it up, and then everyone will look around and start it up again. So
we've had bands get naked with us.
I saw one of those once. I think it was like Garbage Truck or something like that.
Yeah, they're pretty epic. Actually, we've had many bands roll through, and a lot of them we'd wish we have a chance to actually dance with again. Would be nice.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I definitely would like to see that band again. Just as a personal recommendation, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But
Holy was. We would like to see them too.
Okay, I haven't heard them, but check them out as well. Well, what would you say have been like some of your favorite experiences? Well, obviously dancing with those bands, but in addition to that.
Oh my God, we do so much. We do sideshow acts. We do Fire, Lyra, or Lear, or whatever it's freaking called. I can never pronounce it right. We have aerial girls. We have girls that can do different tricks on poles. We have
like those kind of girls.
I those girls.
How did I
those girls that just pull themselves up with their that upper body
tricks
strength.
on poles. That gets my personal stamp of approval.
Yeah.
They pull themselves up with the upper body strength and just go horizontal. It just gets crazy.
That's impressive.
I can walk on the ceiling.
Really? Oh, wow, that's impressive.
That's like Spider-Man.
So I'll see you soon.
She took the lyric from House of Pain like completely literal. Like, when I jump across the ceiling. It's like, all right, I'll do it.
I do rope and hook suspension as well. When we do different acts and we do burlesque. I do burlesque. We do horror burlesque. I really do enjoy doing horror burlesque. So
what entails in horror burlesque?
We do skits. Like most burlesque shows do skits. Mm-hmm. We don't really take the classy side of it. I mean, we do take the classy side of it, but we add a little like theme, pretty much
Yeah.
horror movie. Like you wouldn't expect to be as much blood and guts everywhere, but for some reason, it still looks good.
It's still hot. Yeah, it's still hot.
It's the naked chick covered in blood. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
I would do it.
Yeah, me too.
So tell me about the suspension, because I've seen that, and I have to say you got some balls, because I see that and I'm like, all right, that's where I draw the line. So how did you get into the suspension?
I've been a tattoo artist for about 7-8 years now. I've been tattooing longer, but I've done tattoos, piercings. I've just always loved this whole industry, and so suspension was my next route. And so we went with Big Top Suspension. And my first suspension ever actually got filmed and put on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
And it's featured under my name. And from that gig, we got the Tawaka gig, and we've gotten gigs since then. It's uplifting. I get lost in the music. The music actually flows through me. So.
Oh, wow. So you're not just up there like,
God,
it hurts. Oh.
It only hurts the first time.
That's what she said.
That's what he said, okay, and it's a lie. It hurts every time.
And it's
going to
bleed.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say, it also depends on how you do it. Yeah.
And it's gonna bleed a little bit.
Yeah, you get a gold star for that one.
I like stars.
Nice. I'm curious. So, how many members of the Hell Katz are there?
Currently, there are 14. We do fluctuate. Some of our main girls are Pez and Tara and Carrie. We also have. Well, we have a lot of girls. We have Rachel. She's back in Kitty Rachel. It's a different Rachel. We have a Samantha. She's amazing. We have a Sabrina. We have... Oh my goodness, we have so many new girls. I was gone for a month,
okay.
So within that time we had tryouts beforehand, and then I had to go to Vegas. So
gotcha.
yeah, I'm back.
Nice.
You had to go to Vegas.
Yeah, they're right. It's like, oh man, I gotta go to Vegas. Oh.
It was awesome.
Oh yeah, I bet.
What all you do there? Was it just for pleasure? Did you go? Were you doing shows there?
It was a gig. I do stage production as well.
Oh, nice.
So I did EDC in Vegas. We got Guinness Book of World Records for largest temporary structure built.
Nice.
We took all of Canada and North America's steel.
Oh wow,
So it was really cool.
That was badass.
Yeah, I did. I helped do a lot of stage builds. My first couple weeks there, though, they had me build video panel by hand. I was like, why are you punishing me? And then they realized that I can actually work my ass off, and so I helped build and destroy Base Pod, which was probably one of the most amazing stages that they had there.
Nice.
Helped build second stage and helped build and tear down and fix video panel on main stage.
That's awesome.
Which was ginormous.
Wow, I can imagine.
How long does that take?
A month.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the desert.
Oh man.
Wow. But Vegas is awesome. The townies and everyone that lives there was amazing. I partied and slept a lot and worked my ass off.
Nice. How long have you been doing stage production for?
For about 2.5 years.
Okay.
But it's definitely fam. A lot of
Yeah.
people are more real and awake than I could ever imagine in one collective of in a work environment, especially as massive as it is.
That's awesome. That's really nice, especially, to be able to get along and have so much in common.
Yeah.
Community with people that you work with.
With a couple hundred people.
Yeah. That's saying a lot.
That's
it's
a community,
like, it's like a handful at best,
That's
Ultimate
community.
tribe.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are out there in the desert. You probably could start a tribe out there. To start building, and you already have the abilities to build, temporary structures, so you can just, you could migrate around.
Yeah, they had everyone from everywhere, from Georgia all the way. They had Cali, they had Florida, so many people from Florida. They had people from Ohio. I met people from Massachusetts. Yeah, they kept it pretty busy there.
That's awesome. Do you have any crazy stories of anything that went down there?
I attempted to get married.
Oh wow!
Just a random person,
the drive-through guy not there?
I personally don't see marriage for me.
Yeah.
I don't knock people who get married, but I feel that in something biased towards a sexual preference, I don't want to involve myself in something as based on money and organized religion and blindness.
Yeah.
So I don't really. So that's why I was like, I might as well get out of the way and get the tax benefits. Since everything ends in divorce anyways, at least I can find someone else who's feeling the same.
Yeah. You can just make it another chapter.
Yeah, that's completely understandable.
But then again, like I said, I don't knock people who are like in love and that's their niche.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I can definitely feel where you're coming from, because I mean it's one of those things where you know, you have the government like completely involved in your business. You know, that's how you know it's close enough.
Right, just look at.
Speaking of in your business,
I probably could not. I heard try.
But yeah, I mean that's really cool. But speaking of that, you know, I know you're also involved in activism. So, you know, what have been some protests and stuff that you've attended? And what are some issues that you're really passionate about?
I was local in City Hall for a while, and then when Occupy Austin came about, I delved into that full throttle. I kept busy in everything that I did. I still did gigs. I still tattooed. I still did everything. So even though I was up at City Hall at the time, I got yelled at for supposedly being called homeless. I actually had more than most of the people driving by me, which was love and understanding. Yeah. Because to hate what you see around you, which whether you notice is there or not, whether it's herded in one place, concentration camp-esque style, it's your tribe that's suffering around you. Think globally, act locally is how I strongly feel. And there, as we could tell, voting, a lot of people said voting does nothing. Voting locally does help. Voting globally doesn't really do shit because that is obviously bought out by consumerism. And we are all participants in it, whether it's littering a little bit in the city or littering outside the city. We're still participants in littering. It's all one big circle. It's the sharing of energy. It's the awareness that our government is ran by the Federal Reserve, which is no longer in connection of it, but prints out our money and is a privately owned bank. And once people wake up and realize and actually stand up like the Egyptians can, and they are under a lot of persecution right now by their government, and people, it happens. We have a military here that doesn't feel comfortable fighting wars about money. It happens. So our military needs to band together with us, and they have, and so has the militia. So we have people who are knowledgeable, and instead of distracting us with this Florida bullshit, which is a distraction, and this they're trying to take away our guns. It's true, because the number one way to tyranny is to take away weapons. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying murders don't matter. I've lost many friends to suicide and one to a murder, but it's a circle of life. You know, plagues happen, disease happens, famine happens, and unless we actually put together a forth an effort and not necessarily get rid of materialism, but recognize our faults are within these things and band together as a human race instead of trying to be divided and conquered, because that's what they're doing. Hate divides, fear divides. They thrive on fear. Number one chapter in the Army Survival Guide is how you survive stress, because that will make or break you. It's not finding water, which is very important. That's the next chapter. Procuring water, because that's going to be your next oil. Oil's not going to matter. Money's not going to matter. Nothing. Gold's not even going to matter, which our money's not backed by silver or gold. Yeah. It's finding water. So, I feel very strongly of all these things. I think self-education is the hardest thing, and people get lost in the minutia of life and just getting stuck in, like, stupid cycles. And instead of doing stuff, just do it. The more you do it, the more active you are, the more likely you are to run into like energies. More people are awake nowadays. Children are being born on the daily basis that know more about technology and being awake and social awareness than we do. And I mean, our education's obviously way outdated. It's just a system to put us in place for a bigger machine of things, whether it's military or fast food or any of that. I feel that shit's already hit the fan. Oh, yeah. And even though this has gotten really serious real quick.
Now we're there with you.
It's that time to where if you're not educating yourself, no one's going to do it for you, because the people are already educated to where they will band with everyone, because we don't want to stay around stupid, and everyone's more than willing to help educate others. But when it all comes down to the FEMA camps / concentration camps, recession equals depression, same fucking thing, different word. Terrorism, a war on a word, so they can put war on everything, which has a money sign. When you put that knowledge and ability to your own life to where you're educated and shit actually goes down, when you ban up, you're not going to be banned with stupid. Hopefully. Run towards the main streets. Yeah. Oh my God, what do I do? So first thing I think everyone really needs to do to prepare for everything is to realize what are your stressors. Yeah. And even if your stressors are giant groups of people, you need to understand how you can handle that to get past that, because fear is going to be anyone's undoing. Yeah, definitely. Fear and a recognizable devotion to stupid shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Politic, multiple blood-sucking organism.
Yeah.
Well, what advice do you have for people that, I don't know, they see what's going on and they feel very jaded and they feel like they have no power? Like you said, voting on a but on a national scale is pretty much useless, but people don't seem to realize the amount of power that they do have locally and just how much just a little bit can really affect, policy and affect change.
Well, that's another thing is we're all worried about, we have all these crooked politics, this and that, politicians, and they pass stuff for Pfizer or whatever that pill company is. Pharmaceuticals, they get shit passed all the time for them. Monsanto, that's bullshit. And now they're trying to tax seeds so you can't even grow your own food. Yeah. So starve to death, everybody. Enjoy your fake turkey and beef. Yay! McDonald's is racist, by the way, so I wouldn't eat from there. And if you're eating from Chick-fil-A, they're might as well be racist because they don't like gay people. So, I mean, if you eat from hate, all you do is breed hate. On my aspect of that, we need to just come up with an ultimate way of taking money out of politics, money and religion, because as everyone knows, that's the undoing. Easiest way, you can say, well, your local family will get fed just like we have food stamps and health care and stuff for people who are minimum to barely any kind of wage. Like, you can make mediocre wage or whatever it's called and still not make shit for money and still have to get on food stamps. That should go to politics because you're not doing shit. Yeah. You're taking our poll and putting it into office. You're not sitting, you're doing some fucking paperwork. So the guy that takes my phone call for my fucking phone bill and this and that, he might, excuse my language, I don't know if I can cuss on this thing.
No, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Any word you can think of.
Penis, vagina.
Any word you can think of.
All those things in that order.
There you go.
Well, maybe not in that order.
Yeah, you switch it up a little bit, random select.
I'll do it in that order.
You are a braver man than me, sir.
But it's that easy. You take religion and religious biases and you take that out of politics because that has nothing to do with anything. A person like the Nazis were a religion. Do we feel that should be printed on our fucking money? No. Mm-hmm. They were a fucking cult that shouldn't be printed on any fucking money. But in that aspect, neither should In God We Trust, because that's an organized religion. That is a very biased book. In the Old Testament compared to the New Testament, you could see, like, I did religious studies for a while. I don't knock people for their religion. Believe in what you want. I believe energy cannot be created or destroyed, and like energies tend to circle around each other. I believe there is a lot more out there. If we think we're the only intelligent sentient beings, you got to be retarded. It's okay. Education fails. Communication fails. With that understanding. For sure. But until we are able to do that and take money out of politics, that's they don't need anything in life. They don't need the fast cars. They don't need the private islands that when we get bombed, they will be on. Oh, yeah. Because they see it all coming. They have the drones. If we can just find and there are brilliant minds out there that create everything all the time. Why not put some small little something together? I'm not a brilliant mind, but I know.
Yeah. So you can see the forest for the trees. Yeah. But it sounds like really, the solution is, more community. Like you're saying, like everyone's kind of segregated and fighting amongst themselves. Where we need to take care of each other. I think that's the whole thing that gives government its power, because people have become reliant on it to take care of them.
It's the train depression.
Yeah.
It's training you to be independent when you need to function more as a tribe. Because back in the day when elders fucked up and beat the crap out of their kids weren't there and they starved and died off.
Yeah.
But when parents did good and raised their kids right, guess who was to wipe their butt when they were in diapers, you know? So it's one of those things you can beat and do horrible things to your youngsters, but in the long run, they're not going to respect elders until you respect them as well, because they are human as well. Yeah. And when we start acting more as a tribe and have groups of people, the trade and barter system is amazing. That's like one of my favorite spots on like Craigslist is the barter thing. And
yeah,
like,
my wife was always hitting up like farmers markets.
Yeah,
like
farmers markets are where it's at, and a lot of local. Like I try not to go to Goodwill as much, but I do go to a lot of local thrift stores.
Nice.
And whenever I give up all my stuff, that goes to local thrift stores, and toys go to like local charity, child cares, and
Salvation Army type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I give a bunch of my kids' toys. Took them out to Austin's Children's Center.
Yeah.
So we went over there and donated.
And that's very important, and it just takes a couple minutes out of your time to find those extra steps to go. Just it cleanses your soul. It cleanses your karma, whatever you want to believe. If you believe in Jesus, if you believe in Satan, if you go out and you worship everything horrible or you worship everything awesome, if you just do something positive and take that little extra time to cleanse your karma and just to help out others, because we're all in need at some point in time. And if you find yourself to be that rich kid stuck all alone around a bunch of fake people, it doesn't hurt to like go and like do something locally, and then you'll find all the people that aren't fake around you. Like I see both sides of the spectrum, because I've dabbled in both sides of the spectrum, and it's no one's perfect, you know. I've seen that everyone longs and yearns for that human connection, that positive human connection. And it's there. It's just so many people are jaded because of that train depression that the TV feeds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you watch the news, it's like before you turn on the TV, you're feeling happy. You watch the news, then you're depressed. It's like, all right, I'm going to go to bed now alone and sad,
I need a pill that makes me shit myself. And it treats my diarrhea anyways.
Yeah, going to squirt out all that negativity.
Oh, no, man, that's oil.
Nice.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It doesn't matter, like, any kind of religious beliefs. Like, being nice to people makes you feel good inside.
Yeah.
Like, it can just make your day brighter. Just taking a load of old clothes to Goodwill. You just be like, all right, just drop that off, and somebody's going to use that.
You bring in a load.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, give a nice lady your load.
When I get to the when I get to the warehouse, I tell the guy, like, you want to take my load? Look him dead in the eye.
Like in or around the mouth.
Yes.
Charity starts in the bedroom.
Lift up the shirt, like on his stomach.
Like just tattoo it across. Speaking of tattoos, so you've been doing tattoos for several years. How do you enjoy doing that? How is that process?
I get to graffiti people.
Nice.
Is it ever nerve-wracking? Because I always feel like if I were a tattoo artist, I'd like sneeze or something and just like draw a line across them.
Well, I mean, I do. It does have its moments. Recording me doesn't bother me. Having 20 million people doesn't bother me. The fidgeter, it's annoying as fuck, but I'll let you know that you're fidgeting.
Yeah.
It's when that person's sending out. It is all about energy. I know it sounds hippie-ish, but I really don't care what you coin me as. I'm just human. But I can feel energy off of people, whether it's positive or negative. Most people can.
Yeah.
And when people are skeptical because of the layering that I do with some tattoos of my tattoos, I can feel their skepticism until the very end. Then it makes me feel more as a confidence booster afterwards. But it can be nerve-wracking. Like I was doing a cover-up. It is one of the ones, one of the tattoos I probably posted about 2 months ago, and it was of a skull. And he had this weird face on his arm, and I started doing gray wash on top or on bottom, and then. Yes, please. Thank you. And I started throwing color on top of it, and he didn't think that the black and gray would be flooded out by the color. And he wanted color, but I was doing a watercolor-esque thing to it. And so I was making it look more and more, and at the end of it, I could feel his energy. At the end of it, he was like, I was really skeptical there for a second. I was like, I know. He was like, but this is awesome. I was like, it's all right.
Girl, your skepticism
like it.
did not stop me from jabbing you with this needle.
I'm actually really light-handed.
Oh,
But
yeah.
It doesn't faze me because I know what I see, and when I try to explain it to people, people never get it until after I'm done.
Yeah.
So when I try to explain to them what I'm doing, especially when it does come to layering, when I was doing this one pinup, it's on his ribs, so it took him a lot more sessions many more sessions because he couldn't sit there and take it, and so it was different versions of it, and he kind of wanted to stop there at one point. When I finished it, it looked like his photorealism picture that he brought to me. So
that's awesome.
He liked it.
Definitely a talent.
Yeah. Tattooing seems like one of those things that are really rewarding, because I mean, not only just the process, but I mean, you get to see like the finished product, and you get to see the, people's reactions immediately.
Yeah, I like when I tell people, "Oh, I do tattoos," and they're like, "Yeah, cool," and I show them, and they're, "That's really nice." I was like, "I really like that reaction." Like they were actually surprised that I do good work. Yeah, you do tattoos. Yeah, I've seen tattoos. Those are
You're like, I got this tattoo on a deer, so I'm pleasantly surprised that it came out good.
Unicorn.
Yeah. Batman riding a unicorn.
Coming glitter.
Right out of the horn.
Everywhere in Batman's eye.
Oh,
It's not pink eye.
Around the case of cow. Needs eyewash out of his utility belt.
It never come out.
So we're
Black light.
Oh my God, black light.
That's where all the secrets are hidden.
You didn't wash your hands.
So where have been like the strangest places you've tattooed?
I like tattooing strange places.
I like that you like tattooing strange places.
Do you tattoo like the butthole? Just
I
like,
haven't yet.
Because you told me about that.
Yeah,
one
see, I
chick,
heard that that's like the hardest place to tattoo because there's
That's
like a
what my question,
membrane
yes.
around the butthole.
Yeah.
So I heard that's the reason why people usually tattoo around that area but not directly on it.
You don't want to tattoo on it. Yeah, definitely what I want to I know it sounds weird. I want the person to at least take a really good shower before they come in.
Yeah.
Maybe if they have a hairy asshole to shave it beforehand.
That's a courtesy.
Clean it out a little bit.
Get some baby wipes. Hold on.
Bro, you got some Q-tips.
If you stank, I'm going to let you know. But if I have to shave it, that's going to be extra. So I'm not saying I won't.
It's a
I'm just saying, you might have to slide me an extra 50.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
wax it,
That's
hold
my
still.
tip.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
You don't have to keep shaving it.
Never
Just
just
do
the
it.
tip.
People are just going to start going in now. It's like, well, I need my asshole shaved. Let me go in for a tattoo.
The testicles, I think, would be the most interesting spot that I've tattooed. I've always wanted to tattoo inner labias. I've come close to tattooing outer labias, just the inside of the thigh on that curved area. The bottom of the feet, the hands, faces, close to eyelids. I refuse to do eyelids. It's just my.
Yeah.
I always see eyeballs popping in my head. I don't know.
yeah,
I know.
that seems like really
I know how
nerve-wracking.
it's been taught to me by one of my superior elders. Like he's got his shit down. He's been doing it for about 25 years. I just don't want to tattoo it.
I do not. I don't blame you at all. I'll tattoo a butt before an eyeball.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I guess I got you on that one. Has anyone ever requested a tattoo and you're like, are you sure that's what you want? You know?
I've actually talked people out of getting certain tattoos
yeah.
because I know later on they'd end up having to get it covered up or trying to coax people into getting name tattoos in color instead of black because that's usually a bigger cover-up. I'm really good at cover-ups though, so I pride myself I do a lot of cover-ups because I'm really fucking good at cover-ups.
Nice. You can just make your own customer base. It's like you tattoo them with the names. It's like they'll be back a year later. It's like you need a cover for that, don't you? Yes, I thought she was the one, but she turned out to be a dude.
I was joking around with some of my boys at a previous shop that I was at, and I was like, "Yeah." I walked in my Gogo clothes. I was like, "Yeah." So I want a tattoo of my girlfriend's name on my neck. And 20 minutes later, a guy comes in and he's like, "So I want Joanna tattooed on my neck." No containment of that laughter. Big old dudes who are stereotypical awesome. Give me a name, please.
Nice. But I thought you were gonna say they were wanting the same name, the same girl.
Yeah.
It's just a coincidence. It's like, Wait, that's my girlfriend's name too. Sort of brawling in the tattoo parlor.
Right. I will give a free to-do list on top of a name, and we could just add and cross them out as you go along.
Maybe we should just like tattoo like a blank piece of paper, and then just like have the name. So it's like, all right, well, you at least have 10 choices here. So you better stick with at least the 10th one.
By 10 you fail.
Yeah.
Cut off.
Yeah. They just, and at the top you just put F.
Yeah. No more bad
Right.
decisions.
Oh man, that's awesome. Just to switch gears a little bit. You're also, you've done, all these awesome, tattoos. You've done suspension stuff. You've also been in a commercial for Academy. Like, how was that experience?
I used to work at. Are you talking about Academy?
Yeah, Sports and Outdoors, son.
Yeah.
I used to work there for about a year.
It was very serious. It was an intense 2 seconds of my life.
Really?
Wait, that's what she said.
It was like 4. Aww.
Was it your 15 minutes of fame?
No, my 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
2 seconds of fame.
Yeah, I was it pointed at barbecue.
Pointed at a barbecue.
Yeah, me and my serious boyfriend of a couple seconds, we walked hand in hand,
Nice.
intensely in love, seriously making a life decision for a barbecue pit.
Nice. I mean,
That is a life decision.
That is a big decision because you don't know charcoal or propane. I mean,
No.
that can really affect that barbecue.
That's not an easy
I
decision.
don't know
yeah.
which one I pointed at, but it was shiny.
You
They
made the
have an
right
assload
choice.
Right?
They sell an assload of smokers, so it's probably like a big ass smoker barbecue grill or
Yeah.
something like that.
No propane and propane accessories.
I'm pretty sure they do. Smokers, everything.
Well, how did you get approached for the commercial?
He found me on Model Mayhem. I've done a couple of gigs modeling, and I was introduced to Model Mayhem. I went on there and then found some more photographers, and actually where I went from doing it for free and trade, I actually started making money, and then I've been on a couple of other sites as well. But I was approached on Model Mayhem for that one, so
Awesome.
it was pretty awesome.
I definitely.
Yeah. Hey, I remember-
Commercial, why not?
Yeah, 'cause I remember when you posted it, it was just like, it just seems like, because everything else is like pretty hardcore, and it's like, Academy, but, but it's cool how that, like, just adds to the diversity,
Yeah.
I look
great.
super, like, slick.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
It was all professional. I will take that barbecue pit.
It was a quick relationship. It didn't last very long. Just kind of a sad goodbye. Just kind of walked off.
Did you just disagree on the barbecue pit?
That sounds like my life, so I can relate. Minus the barbecue, unfortunately. So.
Right.
Well, on the other side of things, on the opposite side of Academy, you've also been featured in Hustler magazine.
Yeah.
For the San Antonio Fetish Ball. So tell us about that experience, because it was hosted by Dana D'Armond. Like I said, one of my favorite actresses. She's done many great films. Excellent performer.
Super
very talented.
Awesome girl.
Oh, I can imagine.
Very.
She should get an Oscar. I
She
don't know
seems
why.
like a down to earth kind of person.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was super sweet. Like every couple of seconds/minutes I had with her, like it was one of those. I'd be walking by and she'd stop and talk to me, and then all of a sudden, quick shiny squirrel, somebody else would stop and talk to her, and I started going back to what I was doing, and then like we took a couple pictures together. I think everything. Yeah, she's pretty dope actually. Awesome. I was pretty happy because I know a lot of people in the porn industry, and some of them are pretty jaded. Some of them only get into it for a little bit, but it hasn't fucked with their personality at all. She's pretty awesome.
Yeah. She seems like she enjoys what she does.
Yeah, she really does.
I'm glad she does.
Right? I'm glad she does.
Yeah, I want to see some bored chick on screen.
Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
She was faking it the whole time. Damn, she's talented.
Yeah,
she likes it.
Yeah.
More, please.
She means it.
She's like paying them to do it. It's like, you know what, I just want to be here.
Right?
Yeah.
It's talent when you love it that much and you get paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when you know you found the right gig.
Right.
But the rest of the fetish ball, like, what was that like? I saw something. There were dancers and human chandeliers. What was your role in this whole thing?
I was one of the Gogo dancers. We were part of a skit. There was a dungeon downstairs, which was absolutely beautiful. It was I believe a two-parted dungeon. It was a while back. There was the front room and then the mid-room, which the mid-room was where most of the skits, and they had it was, I think, time-themed at the time. We did some rope suspension
Nice.
with a gentleman out of Dallas. I I don't remember his name. He was very talented as well. His ropes, he had me and Anastasia as a rope chandelier on that one.
Nice.
And that was a lot of fun.
Is it fair to say he showed you the ropes?
Yeah.
Womp womp.
What the hell, dude?
Yeah.
I would like to think I know my rope ties well enough. That's how I ended up in Hustlers, because my rope bodice thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was almost like the costume in Fifth Element.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, kind of. It was a rope pentagram with tape.
Yeah. A little bit. You know, a little bit
rope
different.
Seat and a little rope, like arm ties.
Nice.
In case you wanted to tie me up. I put it there.
That's helpful, because you never know when you need a little
and
bit
a
of
nice
rope.
little gag
Sure.
to shut me up if I do talk too much.
You always need
Damn
one.
women.
I always need one of those handy. I usually carry mine in my trunk, just in case.
What are you talking about? Oh, I don't have it attached to my keychain. You never know.
Yeah.
Just put it in your mouth.
I guess that also come in handy when you're tattooing, because like you said, your favorite place to tattoo is the testicles. So they're squirming a little bit. Like, hold on, put this in your mouth. I'm trying to work here.
Shut up.
Screams
no,
of pain.
There's no hold on. There's shut up.
Just shut up.
Say it again and I'll slap the shit out of you.
I'll choke you while I tattoo you.
Yeah, right.
That escalated.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like that? Shut up.
You like that?
Yeah, right.
Slapping.
Like, as a matter of fact, I do. Can I book you?
Now
for
pay
an hour?
me.
yeah. Now pay me.
So part-time
Bitch.
dominatrix as well. So part-time dominatrix as well.
I used to a long time ago.
There you
Anymore.
go.
I don't know of any dungeons. So, click and I'm done.
Yeah, right. It was like they dropped the mic. Find me a dungeon.
I'm out, bitch.
Nice. Let me see here. All right. Well, you're involved in a lot of things. Like, how do you balance all this stuff? Also, being a mother.
Oh my goodness. So I love Austin's Finest. This is the tattoo shop I work at. They're very family oriented. Everyone there has like kiddos and super chill, very artistic. Gridlock's Productions is amazing. They very family oriented. It works
That's awesome.
out like daytime I have her all day, every day. And then at night is when her father gets off work, and so like around 6, 7 o'clock, he comes and picks her up, and so he gets to hang out with her at nighttime. Nice. And Donovan, he's a really amazing guy, super sweet, amazing father.
Awesome.
So even though it's not working out between us, like it works out. We're real good friends. I would like to say that's my best friend.
Awesome.
She is amazing. Okay. She's my life source. She's my superhero. She.
Awesome.
Is the smartest person I know. I asked her at 2 what she wanted to be when she grew up. She just said, I want to be a happy person.
That's great.
Like, some of the knowledge that comes out of his mouth.
It's like you know me.
Sativa. My baby.
I asked my son that when he turned 2, and he said Batman. So
That's cool.
I don't want to die just yet. So.
Yeah, right. Just stay away from Crime Alley.
Yeah.
If
Batman is a choice. Always Batman.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Just kidding.
Happy person, Batman. Close enough. Well, he's actually more
friend.
brooding, but still. I guess if you can't be a happy person, be Batman. We'll settle that.
How old's your boy?
He's 2, just a little over 2.5.
That's such a great age.
It is. It's awesome.
He was 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such an awesome age. It just gets better.
Yeah.
You know what she told me yesterday, or not yesterday, the other day? I was roughhousing with her, and she puts her fist up to my chin. She goes, "Don't make me knock your chin into your lips."
Nice.
Oh, wait, no, my bad. She's like, "Don't make me move it up to your lips." And that's when I was like, "When did you become gangster? Don't hurt me."
Certified mama.
She used to do Occupy with me. It was awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
I stopped taking her to Occupy when I saw the cops brutally fuck up a lot of protesters on Halloween. So they were just sitting there, and they came 60 of them deep and fucked them up. So I stopped taking baby girl to that.
Yeah, very understandable. Cops seem to be more aggressive, like on Halloween, just like any type of holiday. It seems like when they come out in force, like they're just like, I don't know.
I think it's just because they got to work on
I
it.
was about to say that. It's like, oh, man.
Well, I
Vacation
see it as
to get
this. They're an organized gang. Mm-hmm. They become a brotherhood because once you realize you're joining an area to where no one else likes you, you tend to join the forces, and it's their job. So it brings that to a whole nother level. It's their job to be a gangster, and then they have anger and PTSD issues, and it's not helped out. So I'm not at all for organized crime. So I really don't have any respect for people who violate my rights, which I know them rather well now, thanks to a lot of Williamson County PD. And Scar beautifully brought to me by one of the officers of APD. So I don't knock them for the fact that is the kind of mentality, but in the same instance, I don't condone them either, because it is a prison-esque crime / gangster mentality, and with that understanding, people need to be more aware of just simple rights, the simple shit, because if you can call them on the simple shit and know that all they want to do is extract information from you, and their whole reason and their whole job is to be a bully, and you call them on their shit respectfully, my ass, kind of.
Like, with all due respect, fuck you, officer.
Right, I know my shit. You treat me with respect, and I'll treat you. But with that understanding, people have to understand that they are brothers in blue, so they are organized crime, and they're getting paid to be bullies. So just learn your shit. Sorry, I know I'm back into that. I can't stress that enough. People just need to learn. It's a couple. You Facebook all the time. Take a couple of minutes out of your time to save your own ass, because I'm not your mama. I'm not going to save your ass. I have one priority, and that's baby girl. She's my life source. And until everyone can actually start functioning together as a tribe, this isn't going to go anywhere. Because they want to divide and conquer. They want to separate you by religion. They want to separate you by backgrounds. They want to separate you any way they can. Sorry, I know, but it's true. It's so true.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the way to go. I mean, and that's the thing. It's really important to know your rights, because I mean, you can't be bullied and manipulated, when you do know, like, what they can and can't do, because they, people can lie to you and say, oh, okay, well, you have to do everything that I say. It's like, okay, well, no, this is what this says. I mean, I have a lot of friends in the activist community, and one of the things that they did is, they'd go and like try and they go to like the free speech zones, like at UT. And while they're on public property, the police can't do anything. It's on private property where they're able to institute the laws.
It just depends on which cameras they can knock out of hand sooner.
Yeah.
Okay.
On paper they can't do anything. So they'll be sitting there.
Of course, they can lie on paper too.
Yeah.
They did. I'm still fighting a case about that. 3 years going, and I'm still suing Williamson County for an illegal search and seizure, first charge ever for a butterfly knife, which I've spent over a month in jail and paid so much. Yeah, no, I'm still fighting that, and it's taken me 3 years.
You're not gonna find any competence in Williamson County.
I don't want anything from him. I would like that guy to lose his job, but I doubt that. I just don't want the charge, and it's people roll over so easily because they don't know their rights, and they get hemmed up so easily because they don't know their rights. They want to get mad at the people who are enforcing bullshit laws when they're not even taking steps to step away from that. Your number one step is learning your rights. Yeah. And when you don't have to roll over for shit like that. I mean, Williamson County is so jaded they had to switch up their system within the last year. Oh, wow. So, my case should have been dropped 3 years ago. Yeah.
It's just so funny you mentioned, like, Wilco County.
Well, he didn't do his paperwork until a day later, and he lied on the stand 3 times. And not only did he do that, he didn't give me a ticket that he originally pulled me over for until a day after I was booked.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yep. And he forgot all about all of that when he went into court, which took 2 years just to put it into court, which is over a fucking speeding ticket and a butterfly knife.
Yeah, that's absurd.
I got pulled over for
Isn't there an amendment about, right to a speedy trial or something? Well, or did they just omit that?
Well, that's just it is, like, if there were more actual politicians going through and fixing laws instead of going and making new laws and violating more worried about violating our constitutional rights, which have been violated for years. I mean, gay people can't get married. That's not a violation. I mean, that's a distraction as well. It should have been passed a long time ago. But that's just another distraction amongst other distractions, so they can weasel in other laws. instead of taking away laws that are already bad. Like, you could still hang a motherfucker for stealing your horse. Excuse me.
No problem.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
That's more like it, yeah.
I like it.
The first one, I don't know what happened.
I know, right? We were disappointed with that first one. I was like, come on, you call that a burp?
A real
no,
woman.
I could do better, I swear.
That was better than me. That's all I get.
Yeah.
I remember reading the like, you ever seen those laws of like well, not laws, books like of funny laws?
Oh, yeah.
There's still a law here in Austin specifically that says that you're not allowed to have, I want to say it's a hammer or like a Leatherman in your back pocket, which is like a multi-tool. And if you have it, you
Can't
get
have it in your
arrested.
back pocket?
And the whole basis of that was like some guy in like 1918 or something had stabbed another guy downtown with it. So they were like, okay, you can't have it downtown anymore.
Was outlawed?
But only downtown, not anywhere else, just like downtown.
You know why butterfly knives are illegal?
Why is that?
Because gravity.
Gravity?
Gravity makes it a switchblade. So I have a Class A misdemeanor because of a butterfly knife.
Isaac Newton is an asshole.
Dude,
That's
Isaac
all I have
Newton is
to
the
say.
biggest of assholes.
Fun to play with. I have such a I am a weapons collector. I collect old shit, like old military shit. I have like 3 awesome little medical containers, and I have helmets, and I have a lot of like military awesome like old school gear. I grew up in a military family, you know.
Yeah.
And so I have a lot of weapons. I'm not stupid. I took like a lot of training. I hang out with smart people. I don't hang out with the person like, look at the gun.
Yeah.
Oh, my ear floated. Yeah.
I even taught
Listen
my
to the
daughter,
click.
these are what guns do, and these are what toy guns do, and you're not to mess with any of these unless you're well supervised, and you're definitely not allowed to mess with any of these until, like, and when I say well supervised, I mean me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, his parent could be a stupid idiot. You don't need to be near
That's
that.
true, yeah.
And so she knows better, and she knows just not to get near him. Even slingshots. I have slingshots, and I have knives out the wazoo. And so I just bought a butterfly knife, and I got hemmed up after an illegal search and seizure. Wow. They thought because I had a graffiti car and a face full of piercings at the time and bright pink mohawk, and that I would have drugs on me.
Nice.
And I didn't. They said you can hear him in the camera because I had a car seat in the car, that it's signs of a drug smuggler.
Wow.
That I look like I've been smuggling drugs.
Dude, that pink mohawk. It's a sure sign.
It's like there can't possibly be a child of that child seat. It's got to be drugs. Everyone knows.
That and my nervousness, besides 35 and at 8 o'clock in the morning on the side of a highway in December.
Oh, of course, yeah. Why wouldn't you be
practically
nervous?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Is there probable cause to call in the drug dog, which didn't hit, which his breathing pattern changed. Sorry.
Well, there's actually scientific evidence that shows that drug pattern dogs actually pick up more off their owner being anxious about them finding something, and then they'll just kind of like, oh, I found something, even though they didn't find anything.
Yeah, and
because they want to impress their owner. They want their owner to be
loyal.
satisfied. Yeah, exactly.
Like in animals, I mean.
Apparently, there's a way that they train them to have like false positives. I don't know if you ever saw the video series Never Get Busted.
And most drug dogs are rejects from the feds, so most of them test under like 80-something%. Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm leaning intensely into this microphone.
The microphone enjoyed that. But the series like Never Get Busted. It was a guy who was formerly like narcotics cop, like out of California or something. And I guess like he had just put away like so many people in jail, and he felt like what he was doing was wrong. And so he made this whole series about like the way that drug dogs work. Like there's certain stuff where they'll have them like react like they found something, when really it's like a tell that the officer does to make it seem like that they found something. And it goes through like this whole series of like how you can avoid like being busted like on a routine stop.
Well, that even goes to show what we were talking about earlier, that they feel like, because it is a brotherhood, they tend to feel obligated to do a lot of the shit that they pull. But in the same instance, that they are human as well.
Yeah.
And they thrive and want to thrive on functioning with society, even though that is not the case.
Yeah.
Because, like any gang you go to, they mix well. They can kick it with other gangs.
Yeah.
But when beef or shit turf or any of that goes down like that, it's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the same fucking thing. You approach them like you would a gangster. You kind of have to watch what you say, but you got to handle your own. If you don't show your testicles first, then they'll definitely smear theirs on your face.
There you go. You got to teabag them first. Yeah. So, listeners, the next time you get pulled over, whip out your balls and stick them right on the forehead.
There you go.
You see my balls?
Yeah, right. Just slap them with it. You know what?
Politely,
I don't even want to.
Politely, no slapping. Maybe like,
Like
kind of slow.
just
Just like lightly brush against them.
Yeah, just place it on their forehead.
Yeah.
Place it right above the eyes.
Yeah. Right in the eyes.
Yeah.
It's too close to the nose.
Yeah. Don't inhale.
Oh my god.
It smells so.
Corn chips?
It smells so bad it hurts.
Tuna?
Oh, man.
CC's. Definitely with jalapenos.
So when's the last time you cleaned your taint?
You're supposed to clean down there?
There's still a corn attached to that hair.
I've seen that corn since 1972.
I got popsicles in my basement.
Come on down, they're delicious.
Run away.
Well, if you want to tell us about, what's projects, what things you have upcoming, what people can be able to look out for.
Gridlocks Productions is going to be doing Austin's Fetish Ball. We have Hell Katz. We've taken over Fridays as well. We're going to be, we go dance primarily on Tuesdays at Headhunters, which was on Bar Rescue and Recoin Metal and Lace. So if anyone out there does any kind of signage, we need to change the front sign back into one where we can actually feature the bands on it again, the billboard where we can actually feature the bands. That's how it was originally.
Yeah.
And then I will do a free custom tattoo for you to do that. Yeah, anywhere. Yeah, on your anus.
I'm ready.
Take one for the team. I wanted to ask about that, actually, the whole Bar Rescue experience. Like, how was that?
Reality TV is as real by the seventh to second take. It depends on how many times you can do a live fake abortion on TV. The band, I have yet to see it, even still.
Okay.
I feel like Johnny Depp in this aspect. I haven't seen it at all, but I hear that I'm hanging in the beginning of it, and a lot of people recognize my ass, which is great.
It is very recognizable.
But when I was there, I'm sure there's a lot of amazing commentary that they did not put into it because we were sarcastic assholes interrupting the whole time until they kicked us out. And they painted everything poop brown. I'm very grateful that we have a new stereo system and lighting system. The bar is beautifully slippery now, thank you. I liked how, from what everyone tells me, they trash talked the girls.
Huh.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet either. I meant to see it after you had posted about it.
Well, it was one of those things that they're there to diss our bar, and it's overly exaggerated. So they didn't even fix the back of the bar, which thank God, because they erased thousands of years.
Eons ago, headhunters came from the earth.
Back when
right, like
walked.
Gore style it out. Ooh, that's a good theme. They took away a lot of stickers. They steampunked it, and they called it Metal and Lace Steampunk Lounge.
Lame.
And that's what they put on the marquee.
Oh, wow.
So we need somebody that changes marquees to a marquee where we can actually feature our bands, because we give a damn about our bands enough to actually feature them, like Izzy Cox, and she's absolutely amazing, and Brutality, and some of, like, there's Robert Allen Caldwell, like, there's a lot of really good bands.
Johnny Hoot
Rock. Oh, I love Johnny Hoot Rock. I love him so much. Amazing rockabilly band. We have metal, rock, punk, and they try to just keep us at a steampunk level. I know there's a steampunk rage out there, and you can buy one outfit for like $300. I'm sure everyone wants to spend that much on a fucking outfit. Yeah. But I liked it when it was more a metal and punk bar, because not only do we do that, but we have hip-hop nights, and we actually play some like electronic dance music. And so it's nice, like, because our Gogo troupe is very wide verse. Yeah. We do industrial, we do punk, we do metal, we do rock, we do EDM. We travel around and do a lot. So the fact that bar is that diverse and has been that established is nice. And we want it back to Headhunters because it's always everyone calls it Headhunters still.
Yeah. I completely forgot. Like I thought that they had just changed just changed the name back because like no one calls it Metal and Lace.
I need a marquee guy.
Yeah.
Free tattoo. Just letting everybody know.
So overall, not really the greatest experience.
No, it was quite hilarious. Like he's like, my wife found a bug, and I was like, that's protein. We don't take our Flintstones.
Nice. It was just kind of funny because like I remember when you announced that they were on the show. It's like Headhunter doesn't need a makeover. Like it's perfect. Like, that's probably like my favorite bar downtown.
It's a plus because, I mean, Steve is definitely a character, and everyone said it caught his characteristics really well. Like I said, I haven't seen it, but I do know that we get paid now. The bands do.
Okay, well,
and we get tipped out really well. So, but that's our regulars. It's the people who come see our showcases, and every Tuesday, Headhunters, 8th and Red River. It's hella fun.
Yeah, definitely go there and see women wearing nothing but smiles and electrical tape.
Yes. And if you're lucky, you can catch a skit.
Yeah, awesome. I know I interrupted you. I don't know if you have anything else that's coming up.
I know that Austin's Finest tends to run a lot of specials, but we have a party coming up hopefully within the next month. We do a lot of local parties with a lot of local bands. We try to keep it local. So we'll close down the tattoo shop and have like different bands and different DJs. Like Breaker 19 comes through. He's a really good DJ. And TXC. And there's so many. We have Just George. There's a lot of really good DJs actually that come through. But it's just the fetish ball is what I'm really looking forward to. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to be in Atlanta soon. So.
Oh, nice. What's going on in Atlanta?
Another gig I'm trying to catch. So. We will see. I don't like to spoil things. I like to wait and see if it happens. I don't count my chickens before they hatch. It's definitely one of those.
You're going to catch that gridlock traffic.
Yeah.
Atlanta traffic.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
6 lanes of gridlock.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But I definitely cross my fingers for you. I hope that works out for you.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Sure. I'm hoping to get another Insomniac gig because EDC was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed that. Nice. The stories.
Oh. Tell us what if you don't mind.
Well, there's many times that we would actually get off work and go by the pool. And one day I got off work super delirious, extremely tired, 10-hour shifts. Wow. Amazing people I worked with. Definitely family, instant family. Very, like I said, a couple hundred people and instant tribal aspect. Everyone's super friendly, gets along. It's just, you already know you're surrounded by family, all from around the United States. Yeah. It literally pulled everyone from the United States. And I was getting off work, and I don't know. I was going over to my homeboy Charlie, Ryan, and Chris's room, and I come out of the room, and these Alabama boys. They're like, "Show me your pits," and I didn't quite hear them right. And I was like, "What did they say?" I was like, "What did you say?" And like, "Show me your pits." And Dan was standing beside me, and they're like, "We like your sister." He's like, "I like her too." So I was like, they said, "Show me your tits." And so I turned around and I dropped trial, and they're like, "Nice butt cheeks." So I was like, "Show me your asshole." The guy turned around and he showed me his asshole. I saw 4 assholes while I was there. All of them very hairy.
Oh, man.
But it's
Get out your razor.
Right.
Line up, boys.
Yeah, right. I got you. I got my clippers.
Tattoo on their ass, Bree was here.
That's Abraham Lincoln.
Shave a beard. Tattoo a top hat.
Oh, man.
Oh man, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
It was. I got in so much trouble while I was there. I got kicked off. I got in a lot of trouble for climbing without a harness. And I got the hotel kept getting on to me for climbing around on their ceilings and their roofs and shit. Or not their ceilings, but their roofs.
Yeah. Like, who do you think you are, Batman?
Of course. I was running around with a couple other boys, and Guido decided to climb one of the escalators. And so, like, the escalator, it was the railing, so he hops on and he's trying to ride it up. And so, next thing you know, there's 3 of us up there trying to ride it up, and we're all just really, and it's just Vegas. You know, they're used to shenanigans.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah.
And so, after that failed, then they finally turned off the escalators. I decided to wander around with my friend Chris, and we ended up finding a security guard because we couldn't get to the roof, and we wanted to get to the roof. Mm-hmm. And we were like, so, where's the elevators? We're trying to just find a way around here. And they were like, so are you staying here? And yeah, our friend is. And he was like, which room? In which tower? And I was like, there are towers? And I kind of stopped, and I was like, I don't remember. I'll have to call them. But where's the elevators to the towers? And he was like, there are 2 towers. It was one of those, like, I see past your shit.
Yeah, definitely.
We were so close to getting to the roof. And then as soon as we found it, we were like, padlocked. Well, we're going to have to go get bolt cutters. And we were like, that's a great idea. And then we were like, but what goes into that room? And as soon as we went to go open the room, all the staff came out. Like, no, you're going the wrong way. But no, I want it. No. So close.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're just like, no. Well, at least you have something to look forward to the next time you go back. It's like, we will get to that roof.
Bolt cutters.
Yeah, right. Just going there like dressed like a ninja with bolt cutters, you know, just sneaking around.
A pirate, come on now.
Or better yet, dressed like the staff so you can blend in.
Security guard.
I'm a pirate. I blend in everywhere. Just act like a drunken asshole and no, not an asshole. Never an asshole to the people that work there in the counties. But a drunkard. An adorable one.
Oh, everyone loves a drunkard.
Yeah. Oh, you're just a drunk.
Yeah, right. Look at you. You can't stand up.
Right. I'll just let you lean on that wall. Are they gone?
Pour more alcohol in my mouth.
That was good stories. Yeah.
Just get a funnel.
Hey, I left $50 on top of Vegas, so that's
nice.
Yeah, I spent 50 and made 50.
Okay.
I had a couple hundred there, but I spent the 100 that I made there, and I left with 50 up.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, usually people leave pretty deep in the hole, so you made out well.
I wasn't anywhere near that hole.
She said.
It was nice. I'm scared of that hole. That's a very dry hole.
Yeah.
So bad.
I'll just stick with the default hole if you don't mind.
Oh, no. So much sand.
Oh.
Oh, man.
I just think of a bad sunburn or something, like right on the asshole.
I can't even wake it.
It's peeling. Ow.
It's stuck. It's crusted shut.
Ah.
Gotta pry it open. Get the bolt cutter.
One hell of an image.
I came prepared this time.
Yeah, I came prepared.
Give me my pirate hook.
Oh, don't get one of those giant margarita mixed drink things, especially when you go to the stratosphere, because apparently shit happens.
Literally.
But what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
So,
It just
I'll leave
included
that
the jaws
for a
of life.
wandering mind. Figure that one out.
Yeah.
I almost got married. And I was sober.
It's like, so imagine all the things she did when she was drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's fantastic.
I would like to know.
We'll just follow you around with a camera. What insanity will we get into?
Who knows?
Only one way to find out.
My burps are failing me.
Yeah.
Try harder. But yeah. But if you want to tell people where they can find you, Facebook, and the Hell Katz and all that.
Yes, Facebook, definitely the Hell Katz, Katz. You can find me at BriThe Cheez, BriTheCheez. I have a webpage, which really, really sucks, but if you want to do that, I'll trade you ink. You can see my portfolios on Facebook. I have an Instagram as well. Twitter. If you Google that, you'll find my YouTube and everything. And you'll find my busted pictures. So you want to see my mugshots? I'm pretty like, hi. Literally.
Nice. What's the website URL? Is it just BriTheCheez.com or?
Yeah, it's www. Yeah, it's .com. Austin's Finest. I'm always there. If I'm in town, I'm tattooing my ass off. I do a lot of walk-ins. I also do appointments. I'm open to anything. I love custom pieces. If you have a shit piece, I would love to make it. I would love to make you cry because of how much you love it.
Nice.
Birthday discounts?
Always birthday discounts, military discounts. I definitely discount out the ass because the whole reason I became a tattoo artist was to create art on people. It's an honor to tattoo people. Awesome. People don't realize that. You are allowing me to permanently mark you on your skin. I'm going to be with you for the rest of your life. So it might be a casual encounter, but I'm literally going to be ingrained in your skin. It's not like clothes. It's not like your bag of weed you're going to smoke and it'll be gone. I'm with you. I'm permanent. I do accept tips.
My bag of tattoo only lasts a day.
I never really thought about that, but it's like they carry like a piece of you, for the rest of their life.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize it. If you don't get tattooed by me, or you just get tattooed in general, always look at portfolios. I feel that a picture says 1,000,001 words, and I'm dying here. I want to burp so bad.
There you go.
There it is.
Look what I can do. But it's an honor. It's hard to take me seriously after that. But
it's like we get really deep right now and philosophical.
I feel it in my loins.
Thought I was the only one.
As a tattoo artist, many other tattoo artists can definitely agree. You become a different part in someone's life. You become like their therapist. You become like their friend with some people. Definitely a deeper connection, especially after that needle hits that skin. They rely on you to be sterile. So scratchers out there, you're fucking up because you don't know shit about sterility. At least try to make some attempt to learn for your safety and everyone else around you. That was like one of the things when I was a youngster that I didn't know about, but I thrived for that knowledge, and I found it real quick, and I educated myself, and that's how I actually became a tattoo artist.
Yes.
Drops the mic, and I'm out!
And I learned, motherfucker!
Yeah.
Educate yourself on everything. I can't stress that enough.
Definitely.
If you want to do it, you can fucking do it. When I was younger, I used to be in the rave scene, and I was like, I want to do a dance troupe, so I started not b-boying, but like I started hip-hop, and like I thrived off of hip-hop as a youngster. I had a crew I just mixed it up, and then here I am today.
Nice.
I'm featured in Hustler.
Yeah.
Maybe not featured, but definitely I was in Hustler.
Yeah. We can see you in there.
I had a commercial. It was mildly entertaining. If you want to do it, you can do it. My next goal is to be a train conductor.
Nice.
Starts small. I'm going for the Barton Springs one first.
Oh. That sounds the most badass train you could ever ride. Because you were like one of those conductor hats.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You just
Already got
cruising,
it. I'm ready.
Swinging the train.
Bape, bape, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that'd be like the party train. Nice. How many tattoos do you have, by the way?
Not enough.
That's an awesome answer.
Great answer.
I'm going to guess from what I see visual ones that I can see. at least a good, maybe about 11.
Way more than that.
20?
Probably more than that, too.
A million?
A million? Nah.
21.
Every
Yeah, right.
aspect of my body is tattooed, but I'm not heavily tattooed yet. Like,
Yeah.
I still have big pieces missing.
They're still skin visible.
But I literally have hit almost my armpit is the next one, and my chest.
Nice.
I'm getting my, oh my goodness, I forgot what it's called. This thing, my shackle. The ones hanging from my ears. I'm going to get that tattooed on my chest.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Awesome. Well, looking forward to seeing all that, and we really appreciate you coming out.
Thank you for having me.
It's definitely a pleasure. You definitely gotta ink my right arm.
Look at my portfolio.
I'll definitely give it a look.
Yeah, it speaks.
I used to draw a lot, and I got really into it, and then I just could never fathom the thought of me putting ink on somebody's skin. I was like, no, I'm definitely not going to freestyle that.
Where's the eraser?
Yeah, exactly. Like, where's the eraser?
I draw graffiti is where I got used to changing up my art and switching it around. But a lot of pencil, a lot of ink, a lot of pastel, a lot of charcoal, a lot mixed media.
A lot of
a lot of stuff.
A lot of permanent pens.
I'm a jack off of all trades and masturbator of a few.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a great title.
You've earned the slow clap.
Yes.
And that is the highest honor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yes, it was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Definitely the liveliest guest we've ever had.
I think we offer a beer to every guest, and she's the first one to actually take one.
I think so.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all
Not only
drink
take
good
one,
beer.
but drink more than one.
You gotta
But
go
drink more than
pee,
one,
though.
yeah.
That is the side effect. Well, then
Damn it.
we'll wrap this up so that you can relieve yourself. So listeners, if you're in the Austin area, definitely check out Headhunters every Tuesday, Tata Tuesdays. Check out
Austin's
Hell Katz.
finest.
Yeah, Austin's finest on, is it Loyola?
And Manor.
And
It's
Manor.
4700 Loyola, yeah.
There you go. What she
Loyola.
said. Yeah.
Lola.
And
I can never say
Productions
Not
will be featuring a lot of
Loyola.
different major fucking fetish awesomeness around here. And we do a lot of big art things, too.
Nice.
Very nice.
Awesome,
Do a lot
awesome.
of
And also-
Graffiti shit around town. Yay!
That's where it all comes from.
Yes.
No.
Not on record.
No, talking about.
All right, well, this is Prometheus.
This is Bobby Beetle.
Zagamemnon.
Free!
This has been a very lively and badass episode of Straight
Outta
Austin.
Wait, what did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?